Everyone knows that Australians have these unique expressions and slangs. So if you're coming to Australia, you probably did your research trying to find what botolo or thongs or even fair dinkum is. And now Australians do not call it shrimp, so you wouldn't see a shrimp on the barbie. But when you are invited to a barbie, you will find some sausages. And why not have some democracy sausages then? Hello everyone, my name is Renato Costa, this is Aussie Law, and today we are in elections mode. That means that today we're going to talk about the timing of elections according to the Australian Constitution and also about what democracy sausage is. We are on the verge of election day. In terms of the House of Representatives and half the Senate, elections will happen every 3 years, except if there's a dissolution somewhere during that time. But don't worry about the dissolution just yet. We'll have some other videos coming later on where we'll talk specifically about that topic. So maybe the first thing that you need to do right now is just click the like button and subscribe to our channel, enabling the notifications. That way, every time I upload a new video, you'll be notified and you will see that we'll always be talking about relevant things related to the Australian legal system and the Australian Constitution. The Australian Constitution in sections 13 and 32 design a sort of time frame for when elections should happen. For half the Senate, the elections must be held within 1 year before the seats of the senators become vacant. Senators are elected for a 6-year term. But every 3 years, half of the seats of the Senate will become vacant. So every 3 years we'll be having elections for half of the Senate. When it comes to the House of Representatives, the Constitution is less emphatic. It only says that the writs for the election shall be issued within 10 days from the expiry of a House of Representatives or from the proclamation of a dissolution. Do you see that differently from the Senate, it does not say that the elections should be held before the expiry of the House of Representatives. The rule is that according to section 28, the House of Representatives must continue for 3 years from the first time they meet. And then section 32 says that the writs should be issued at least 10 days after the expiry date. So potentially we could have 2 different dates for elections for half of the Senate and another day of elections for the representatives of the lower house. But no prime minister has ever done that. You know what would happen if we had 2 days of elections? More sausages. More democracy sausages. What am I talking about? Well, it's pretty common for Australians to celebrate the elections, the feast of democracy, with stalls with cakes and sausages. I mean, if we already have snacks in an Aussie barbie, why not have them at the polling station? It can be an incentive or maybe even a recompense for the compulsion of voting. You can see pictures of candidates enjoying them and the electors as well. They'll be there around the stalls and then suddenly democracy sausages became a thing. These sausages became the symbol of Elections Day in Australia. They are the democracy sausages. It's an official name, I'm not making this up. Just so you have an idea, in 2016 the Australian National Dictionary Centre declared democracy sausage as the phrase of the year. According to CNN, democracy sausages became a global phenomenon even for those who live outside of Australia. Australian consulates all around the world, including London, Tokyo and New York, all had their own barbecue stall in front of the polling booth on Australian Election Day. So in the upcoming elections, I hope you will enjoy your own democracy sausage. Let's celebrate democracy by voting responsibly and also why not enjoy some family time and friends by eating snacks and cakes. And I hope to see you again soon. Until then, ciao.